The UK's new visa rules just created one of the biggest advantages ever for automation professionals, and most engineers don't even know it yet. Welcome back to Let's Talk Automation episode 2, where we separate the facts from the hype. Today, we are joined by someone who has guided many students and professionals into successful automation careers. Araina Asif, industrial automation expert, mentor, and one of the leading voices helping engineers transition into PLC, SCADA, and control system roles. If you're a fresher, job seeker, or someone feeling stuck in the wrong career, this is an episode you cannot miss. So, welcome, Araina.
Yeah, hi.
So, let's dive into the questions.
Sure, go ahead.
Done. So, what fundamental gap do you see between what engineering colleges teach and what the automation industry actually expects?
Well, that's a good question, though. I would say university education is really important. I wouldn't say university exposure. Without an university exposure, you can get into the industry. No, it's not like that. You would need a university. A base foundation is very much important. But getting into the automation industry actually doesn't actually require that you'll have to be from an engineering background. Even if you are not from the engineering background, you can definitely get into the automation industry. So that's the future, I would say.
Definitely. So, why do companies today prefer candidates with PLC SCADA skills, even if their degree is in a totally different branch of engineering?
The reason behind that, I would say, is PLC and SCADA is very important, not only today, in the future as well. Because without the knowledge of PLC and SCADA, I'm afraid it would be really, really hard for you to get into the automation industry. The PLC and SCADA gives you the real-time knowledge, everything, so that you can, easily get into the automation industry. So PLC and SCADA plays the main role in the automation industry.
Yes. So, for someone from mechanical, civil, or even computer science, how realistic is it to shift from into core industrial automation?
Wouldn't be really hard, Gopika, because I have one of my friend who actually she belonged to the physics background, and luckily today she's been placed as a control system engineer in the automation industry. And the reason only behind this is because she found some company which provides them, as in I would say an education department or center, who actually trained her in PLC, SCADA and HMI, and gave her a hands-on experience which she can carry. And can you believe she took physics in her university, took a extra course somewhere in UK, and got placed as a control system engineer today in UK. So that's the power of PLC, SCADA and HMI. It doesn't really matter who you are and where you belong to, what's your background, what did you study. No. All, I would say everything that the industry is looking at is your skill set. What kind of skills you hold and what exactly you can do is what it matters.
Yes. So, Araina, where do non-engineers stand a chance? Like, can someone from non-technical background transition into automation roles without a degree, without an engineering degree?
Of course, yes. Even if you have not taken up your proper university education, I would say you do not have a bachelor's or a master's. No, if you have the skill set, then you are in.
Oh, without engineering degree?
Yes. If you have the perfect skill set, if you have a perfect skill set, you can get into the industry. So that's the power of automation, I would say. As I told you in the previous question, they don't look for, you hold a degree or you hold a master's. No, might be, yes, few people might look at, but I would say in an average of 1 to 100, I would say 10% of companies looks for people like that. 90% of companies just looks at the talent and the experience you carry. Yes, the skill set that you carry. That's very important. So PLC, SCADA and HMI is booming today. And the openings, I would say, the UK market, they have massive job openings every week, I would say. thousands of jobs available in the market, but unfortunately, they are not able to find one skilled candidate.
Oh,
Yeah, the reason behind, we have like n number of students out of universities. We have so many masters in mechatronics, masters in automation, but still struggling to find a job. The reason why, they do not have a sound skill set. And what's the skill set? PLC, SCADA, and HMI.
HMI. Correct.
That's the real experience, that's the real knowledge the industry is looking at today.
Yes. So, Araina, with the latest UK visa policy changes, how do automation professionals actually stand compared to low skill or low paid workers in terms of PR and long term opportunities?
Well, that's a good question too. I would say you can upskill yourself and try for a better paying job, a better paying proper engineering role. And in this point of time, you would get sponsors as well from the companies. So a company wouldn't hold back to sponsor you for your job. So the visa changes actually is creating problem here, I understand. But for this, all you would need to do, my suggestion is try to upskill yourself, try to get you into the industrial ready, and you have to have the perfect skill sets in hand. And trust me, it's going to be a high paid industry, and your salary range should be within some range to some range. Okay, for example, let's take it as between 45,000 pounds per annum to, I would say, 53 or 60 can go up to your experience. And if you are in that frame, I'm sure you can opt for a sponsorship as well. So which wouldn't
And
be a
a faster
concern for
settlement.
your visa. Yes.
Correct. Yes. So, what is the biggest misconception fresh graduates have about automation jobs, especially regarding workload, salary, and career growth?
I would say, to be very honest, the recent graduates, their mindset is gonna be how. So I'm here in UK. I'm gonna get a high-paid job. I've done my masters in whatever terms it is called. And when they have that mindset, they are not ready to open to work. They are not ready to, there would be some kind of criteria in the company. You would need to relocate yourself. For example, you stay in Northampton, the company would require you to move into Manchester, which is really hard. So the candidate, sometimes they are not flexible. The only advice from my end to the candidates out there is, so please be open to work. If you are looking for a job as a fresher in the industrial automation, it is very important to have an open mindset, accept to all the, things the employer gives. So it would be easier and faster for you to get into the industry. That's one of the reasons. And the second reason, definitely, yes, you should have a sound understanding in PLC, SCADA, and HMI to get into the core industry.
That brings me to the next question. In your experience, how long does it take for a complete beginner to reach industry-ready competency in PLC and controls?
It wouldn't take real long, Gopika. It wouldn't take real long. Trust me on this. The reason why is it really depends on person to person. So it can be that you hold a big master's than me, and I don't hold that much as you hold. But still, I'm able to make it in the automation industry. You holding back. The reason why is the skill set.
Yeah.
If you have that proper knowledge according to the industry, if you know what the market needs, if you know how the industry is, so trust me, it wouldn't take a real long time. You would need to be more dedicated in looking for jobs and finding the openings and your constant job applications. All that is required. You just sitting back and waiting for opportunities, I'm afraid you wouldn't get any. You would need to give in your shot, and then I'm sure you can get. And Gopika, I would like to add on to this question. The industry is massive. It's huge, and it's going to be the future. Yeah. So all we need now, everything is getting automated. I'm sure you must be knowing, and everybody out there must be knowing. Everything is getting automated. And we for example, we go to a mall and we have those escalators out there. and we just go stand. It drops us in the first floor, second floor, and the people who travel, they don't know how it is happening. There would be one mastermind who is working on that.
Mm.
You're getting my point.
Yeah.
There would be one mastermind who programs the escalator move up and down.
Everything. Yes.
Yes. So that is automation, and that's going to be the future. We have like almost 80% of things getting automated all across the world. So in future, there would be human interference would become less. Everything would be done by a machinery. So for a machinery to work, we would need a PLC programmer.
Correct.
So if you upskill yourself today with these right skills, I'm sure you're going to boom in the future.
Yes. So if a student feels like lost, underpaid, or even directionless in their current role, be it any background, why should automation be considered a strategic career in 2025?
Yes, the reason I think I've already answered you for that question, because
Yes,
that's
it
going to be
is.
the future.
It
Yes,
is
it's
gonna
going to
be
be
the
the future. And it's a highly paid industry today and highly demand of engineers. The industry needs people. The industry
Correct.
massively needs people, but unfortunately, we don't have that proper skilled candidates. So
Yes.
people really they pay like so many £1,000 to take up a university education. But I'm afraid actual what the industry requires is not being provided by the university. So there would be
Correct.
some kind of, course trainers or somebody like that who would give you the actual required knowledge, which provides hands-on experience. And if you are thorough with it, trust me, it's going to be the highest paid salary in today. I would say any industry, it can beat any industry.
Correct. So that's a wrap for
All
episode
right.
2 of Let's Talk Automation. A huge thanks to you, Araina, for breaking
You're
down the
welcome.
realities
Thank
of the
you too.
industries.
Thank you too. Yeah.
Thank
Good
you
day,
so
Gopika.
much.
Thank you so much.
So, if you're an engineering student, a fresher feeling stuck, or someone thinking about a career reset, remember this: automation isn't just a job track. It's one of the fastest growing global industries with real opportunities in the UK, Europe, and even the Middle East. So, don't forget to like, share, and follow for real conversations with industry experts. See you in episode 3, because at Wharton's is where your real upgrade begins.